Welcome back and thank you so much for watching Morning Live. Now, the National Council of Provinces yesterday adopted the Electoral Laws Amendment Bill during a special sitting. The bill will enable voters to cast their ballots even if their addresses aren't yet on the voters' roll. The National Council of Provinces also adopted the Traditional and Khoi-San Leadership Bill during that same special sitting. And to get more information and also clarity on some of these amendments, which also deal with funding of political parties with the public purse, we are joined now via telephone by Cathy Dlamini, who is the Chairperson of the Select Committee on Social Services. Ms. Dlamini, thanks so much for speaking to us this morning and welcome.
Good morning, Sakina, and good morning to South Africa.
Ms. Dlamini, if I could please just ask you to please just initially walk us through what you believe is most important that the public needs to know about the changes to the Electoral Laws Amendment Bill.
Thank you very much, Sakina. There are many amendments that were made on the three pieces of legislation. You'll remember that this bill is dealing with three electoral laws. The first one is the Commission Electoral Act and Electoral Act, as well as Local Municipal Electoral Act. On the three pieces of legislation, there are a number of amendments, but I will just take you to few of them that may be of interest to the public. The first one is that there was a court ruling which was indicating that people must have addresses. So this law is addressing that even if you don't have an address in a voter's roll, you can come and vote, but then provide your address during the voting process. The second matter, you will know that for parties, when they do their application for registration, they will have to submit hard copies. But these amendments allows now the parties to submit those applications through electronic means. And then the other one is that you find that there are intra-dispute in parties on leadership, which may derail the preparations for the elections. So these amendments are addressing that as well, that the court, electoral court, may have to intervene on those issues. It also deals with using the public funds for campaigns. You remember that not long the Parliament has passed a party funding bill, which has to be signed by the President. It's not about that. It's about a person using public funds. Now, like in government, I will use an example of government. You find that a minister uses public funds to do campaign for a political party. So the bill is prohibiting that. It's saying that you can't use public funds for party political campaigns. So those are the main issues. Or the last one that I think is very much important for the public to know. You'll find that in a voting district, there are more than one voting station, maybe three. A person has to vote to a voting station far than where the person is staying. So this amendment is saying as long as you are within the voting district, you can vote in any voting station in that voting district.
Ms. Dlamini, on the issue of addresses, there is, of course, a concern that this could be opening the door for a fraudulent activity, for people to cast votes fraudulently, for ghost voters, and that you may not be able to trace these people after all in the aftermath. What were your deliberations in this regard?
You remember that besides the bill itself, the Constitutional Court has extended for the IEC to compile the addresses. So whether with the bill or without the bill, people were going to be allowed to vote for this election. But after this, the IEC is expected to make sure that all people in the voters' roll has addresses. So it's not only about the bill itself, but there is an extension for the IEC for those people who don't have addresses in the voters' roll.
Well, Ms. Cathy Dlamini, we're going to leave it there for now. And of course, this is a very important matter. It is an election year. We still want to talk about the bill as it pertains to the Khoi-San people leadership, that is. And of course, we will make time to do that.